I'm here with Faulkner.
Hello.
You've just come from playing on the stage at Orange.
I have, yeah, no, it was really fun. Really good crowd.
So you've been to Glastonbury before?
Yeah, no, it's my fourth. I think we worked out.
That's
so
cool.
I've done it in a tent, and I've done it in a tour bus, and I've done it in a Winnebago. I've done it in all kinds of things now.
Yeah. What did you think of this?
This is brilliant.
It's really chill.
It's a really nice vibe there. And it did get going, so I was worried it might be too chilled. And I was like, let's settle for that. Let's try and get some. But no, it was cool. Got everyone jumping. It was always fun.
Your hair is really
My hair, yes.
Quite a signature part of you. It's really cool. Let's get a zoom in of these things. What? A clock?
It's a little clock from Perth. What? It got smashed on a cave in California and then rusted in the sea in Japan. So it's taken a battery.
So what's kind of the inspiration behind your hair?
Oh, it's kind of because I've had it for a very long time now. So I've had it since I was about 14.
And have you had your hair cut at all since then?
Yeah, no, I've cut it a bit. You see that one's been long. Just because when it gets too long, it actually gets in the way of life in general. I think this is the longest I've ever been. Actually, the longest ones are ridiculous. But the way it started was I kind of saw it and liked it, and then I wanted to know more about it. And then as like a 13, 14-year-old kid, I did a lot of research into kind of the history of the roots and all kinds of things. Found out loads of interesting stuff. And then as soon as I worked out that it wasn't actually kind of owned by anyone in particular, because it's part of too many cultures to be there, then I figured I should probably do it.
You've made it your own with it a little.
Yeah, it's got kinds of things. It's a little man. It's a little man crawling up that one.
That's cool. And so are you here with your family?
My sister's here, my brother's here, but I work with my family.
Yeah,
my
so you're very close, aren't you?
Yeah, no, it's wicked. Now my dad helps me out with all kind of stuff. My mum also helps me out. My mum does sort out loads of my travel. And I write a lot with my brother. He's an amazing artist in his own right. And yeah, my sister's my PA.
Okay, so you've taken over your MySpace page and everything for yourself?
Well, I did it really recently. Well, it wasn't so much. Like the MySpace I'd always slightly dabbled in. I just got into Twitter a little while ago. And then when I was stuck in Japan. No, I was stuck in Hong Kong because of the volcanoes in Iceland. And I was stuck there for a week, and I kind of ran out of things to do. And we couldn't leave the hotel and go and explore because planes could have taken off at any second. Yeah. I didn't want to be like the person that went just as the plane went. I got back, it's like, where's everyone that I was stuck with? They've all gone home. Oh, great. Guess I'll stay here then. So I wanted to, desperately wanted to avoid that happening. So I ended up I had free wireless, so I ended up just digging around, and I went onto my Facebook for the first time in quite a long time, because that was completely kind of just run by the people that run the online stuff at the label. So, and I got involved, and the first thing I put was like, oh my god, I did not realise there were this many people here. Hello, how are you? I've been on Twitter. Sorry. And then
did you get a massive response?
It's been insane, actually. In fact, in the last, I've been averaging adding like 10,000 people a week.
Wow.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Really, I don't know how. Yeah, no, it's just the fact that it's actually me, and I do actually ask questions, and I do.
That's really good. Yeah.
And it's very nice to do that.
So back to your music.
Yes.
You broke your wrist.
I did.
And it's all better now. And obviously, scar to prove it.
Good scar. Pyrrhic.
How did you break it?
I slept over on a patch of ice and landed really badly. I think it went that way.
That's really unfortunate for a musician, especially someone whose guitar skills are really...
Yeah, no, it really sucks, but it's kind of alright now.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was really close to being horrific.
Did you have to take a big break from music?
Not massively, actually. It probably I didn't play. Actually, to be honest, I didn't play for a week and a half. But it was still in the splint, and I couldn't move my wrist. But I worked out I could move my fingers, so I started playing just very cautiously then. And actually, because I had to keep writing. And then I've slowly just got it back. Like the first tour, when it was back, because I do actually. There's a metal plate from there to there. And that's exactly where I hit the guitar.
That was bad timing.
That was quite scary. The first time I did it, I was like, this could really, really hurt. Okay, let's just do it. Dump. That was alright. Cool. I'm back. Yeah,
so if you had to have stopped music forever then, obviously heartbreaking, what do you think you would have done?
Fisherman. A deep sea fisherman, dolphin friendly.
Do you fish in your spare time?
No, I've never fished before in my life. But I've been told I have a fisherman vibe, and I'm quite happy with it.
I think it's the dreads and the whole like.
Do many fishermen have dreads?
Well, you have a chilled out look.
Chilled out look. Okay, that's good.
You know?
What's wrong with that?
Quite.
But I like the big ribbed polo neck things and the kind of yellow ribbed beanies as well.
Yeah.
I think I'd be down with nautical fashion.
So your last album,
yes,
which was released quite recently.
Yeah.
Just a few months ago. What was the inspiration behind that? I mean, obviously all the songs are inspired by kind of different things. But where did like the main sort of songwriting come from?
Well, the main thing I wanted to do was I noticed like this pattern with second albums that they tend, especially if the stuff is if it's kind of slightly introspective. Think of that. Introspective. I think there's a tendency for the second album to be a bit more depressing, which I find really weird because it's just after you've done your first album, which is obviously like takes a long time to get to that point, and I really wanted to avoid it being an album that complains about how well things went. I just thought it was a really weird kind of standpoint to take. So I wanted to make something that was generally uplifting, which I think I managed to do. The one thing that I don't think we got 100% right, but not to like the detriment of the album, just to slightly like off where I wanted it, was what I wanted to do was get a perfect balance between the really acoustic stuff and the really produced stuff, because I do both. And I'm very involved in both as well. So what I wanted to do was have something that was as produced as it was completely raw. So we did 2 tracks which were completely just guitar and nothing else. One of which is completely live. We just put a mic in my mouth and a mic on my guitar and just played it. I've been thinking about it. It's just a take of that. And then with the produced stuff, there was one extra track that came in, which I feel kind of tipped the non-production balance. Only slightly. Like I'm probably the only person who would ever know that. But that was the other thing I tried to do. And yeah, no, I love it. So I think
that's the end of part 1.